Hey guys, how are you today? A bit of a location change. I hope you don't mind. We're working on soft surfaces today, but we are not afraid of texture on this channel, right? So there's like wrinkles and such. I don't know. I hope you don't mind. I think maybe it's making it more visually interesting. I don't know. Today we're talking about problem solving. So if you've been facing a problem in your life, don't know how to move forward, maybe don't even understand like with everything in life, sometimes it's just like hard to see the full picture. So if you're like, okay, I think this is a problem, but I don't really know why it's a problem or how to overcome it or what to do about it, this is the video for you. So I'm going to be pulling oracle cards. You see me shuffling these. I'm using the flower oracle. And I'm also going to pull charms. So you have the cards, the crystals, and the charms. You can pick whichever one is resonating for you, or it could be all three. So whatever works for you to get to your reading. Let me tell you a little bit more about the spread while I'm shuffling these cards. One of my friends actually sent me this spread, and I was like, oh, that's actually a really great idea, but I wanted to switch it up a little bit to, I don't know, make it my own. So I modified it a little bit for use here on the channel. It was about problem solving, and so we're going to be pulling 6 cards today, I believe. The first one is the root of the problem. So this might not be something that, so many cards are falling out all at once. I can't take any of these. So when I say the root of the problem, this could mean that you might not even be aware that this is truly where the problem is stemming from. Because when you think of root, you know, in the ground, in the dirt, underneath the surface, right? So you're going to understand where the true source of the problem is. And then we're going to take a look at how it's manifesting in your life. So what areas of your life is it affecting? You know, getting a good idea of like how it's actually affecting things in your life. And then we're going to take a look at how you react to the problem. So when issues do crop up in your life, how do you handle them? How do you react to them? Again, sometimes it's hard to see these things in yourself, so we're going to get an understanding of that as well. And then we're going to look at something that you need to acknowledge about the problem. So again, it might not be something that you fully realize, but it's something that you should maybe think about because it might help you deal with it. And then card number 5 is how to overcome the problem. And card number 6 is how to move forward, which is a little different than how to overcome, because you might just want to know how to move forward and not actually deal with the problem yet. Or you might want to know what to do after the problem is like solved and you've overcome it, you know? So I consider those two things a little different. Anyways, I've got my banish candle going here. I guess that's probably a little brave to do on a soft surface, but don't do what I do. Keep yourself safe, fire safety. Listen, I needed the banished candle today. The vibes are still off. The vibes are off. I think this video might go up before my weekly forecast, but I filmed the weekly forecast. Vibes were off on that one too. So trying a banish candle to try to clear the vibes. I'm going to be using the Shimmering Veil Tarot to actually do the reading. So I love that deck. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it in all my other videos. It's Scylla Conway. Each card is its own oil painting. It's a sleigh. Feel free to check out the other videos, though, if you are curious about more of the cards, want to see more of the deck. Oh my gosh, why won't a final card fall out for us here? While I'm shuffling, let me tell you that we have Purple Obsidian there on the left, and then we have Howlite, Smoky Quartz, and Labradorite. So we've got to lock in on this Labradorite reading energy here so you can get a card. Hello? Okay. Oh, okay. I'm going to take this Lotus card because it looks like the blue in the Labradorite. All right, finally. Okay, we have our oracle cards. So with the Purple Obsidian, we have Jasmine, Hypnosis, Desire, and Exquisiteness. With the Howlite, we have Hummingbird, Restlessness, Agility, Stamina. With the Smoky Quartz, we have Gardener. There's a butt. Sorry about that. And we have the gardener, care, stewardship, reciprocity. And with the labradorite, we have lotus, divinity, immortality, and overcoming. T, because that's one of the questions for our spread. I'm gonna pull a charm. I just feel like I haven't been using them lately on the channel, and maybe the charm will like represent the problem that you're having. So the charm will just kind of like seal the deal about what reading is yours. So I'm just gonna pull them out of a bag. I think I'm just gonna do one. I'm just gonna do one charm today. See what we get. A lizard. I hope you're not having lizard problems. That a dragonfly. Okay, this is not going in the direction that I thought it was going to go, but here we are. We're getting animals. So maybe you've been seeing animals. Let's see, with gardener. Oh, friend. Okay, friend and a heart. Maybe friendship problems. I don't know. Okay, let me pull the last one. A bee. A bee in the moon. All right, so you've got 3 things to help guide you towards your reading. As always, take what resonates in the reading and leave the rest. If you feel like something's not really applying, that is totally fine. You know, this is a collective reading, so not all of the information is meant for everybody. So some of the things are meant for different people. You just have to like ignore the stuff that you feel like is not meant for you. And my gosh, what else do I usually say in my... Oh, if you're not sure which reading is calling to you, you know, you could pause the video, give yourself a second, meditate a little bit, clear your head, and then maybe, you know, one of the readings will call to you. Otherwise, I will see you at your reading. Hey guys, welcome to reading number 1. You can see on the left the purple obsidian. I know it kind of is like blending into the white there, but it's there, the purple obsidian. We have the gold lizard, and the oracle card was Jasmine, hypnosis, desire, exquisiteness. I hope you have a particular problem in mind. That's probably what's going to be the most useful for this reading, is to have a particular problem in mind that you would like to explore, get to the bottom of. And so hopefully you had that in mind while you selected this reading, I guess. Anyways, let's get into it. We're going to take a look at, first is the root of the problem. So let's put that down here. So this might not be something that you're fully aware of. It might be kind of operating under the surface, but this is truly like where the problem is stemming from. And so it's important to uncover that and take a closer look at it, because that is going to give you the most information about it. So for you, the root of the problem is actually 9 of water, which is kind of surprising because this is typically a very positive card. It's about fulfillment and joy, release, like embracing happiness and like enjoying your happiness, being in a joyful time. I think probably the root of the problem here might be that you're closing yourself off from happiness. Like even if things are good in life, you might not let yourself truly experience the happiness and enjoy the happiness. So let's see how this is manifesting in your life. Shuffle here, we'll see what falls out. So this could be like an area of life that it's affecting, or, you know, specific situations that this problem is putting you into. Let's take a look and see what we get. Sometimes it takes a while for these cards to fall out, but here we go. Okay, so this is how it's manifesting in your life. Another water card, it's a reversal, so I think it's causing a blockage in your life, and for you this would be the 8 of water. So in your life it's manifesting as dissatisfaction with your life, but okay, so being dissatisfied with your life but also not being willing to actually do anything to change it. Maybe if you like shopping, you might be turning to retail therapy or like other forms of escapism, like, I don't know, fantasizing, substances, shopping, like workaholism, like that kind of stuff, things that just like take you out of yourself so you don't really have to acknowledge what's going on. And that's kind of how it's manifesting. Let's take a look at how you react to the problem. Okay, we have a card here. Interesting. The Warrior of Fire reversed. So this is a court card. So that means that this is kind of like the parts of yourself that this problem is bringing out of you. And this tells me that like whenever this problem rears its head in your life, you feel very wounded and almost to the point of like you've become a little bit of a cynic and feeling a lot of fear and pain and anger. Again, it's this issue of like forms of escapism. Like, I don't want to deal with this problem. How can I escape it? I don't really want to deal with it right now. So that woundedness, right? Like that hope that things are going to turn out well, but you're just convinced that they're not going to work out for you. And so, it's made you a little bit cynical. Let's take a look at something that you need to acknowledge about the problem. So something that, you maybe don't want to look at or consider, or maybe you haven't even thought to consider about this problem. Okay, another court card, the Warrior of Earth. So it's upright this time though. So I think this could be, okay, so this could be you or it could be another person in your life. So this could be how let me just straighten this out. This could be how the problem is affecting another person in your life. And the Warrior of Earth is someone who's very down to earth, very practical, can get things done and make things happen. They might be entertaining and reliable and like a warm person. So it could be the way that this could also be an earth sign because this is an earth, part of the earth element. And you can see it kind of looks like they're wearing horns, maybe like Taurus or like a Capricorn, right? So it could be the way that this problem is impacting this person in your life, but alternatively, it could be like how this problem is fueling these aspects of yourself. Like maybe, this problem is part of the way that you get stuff done or part of the way that you're so, grounded and hardworking and things like that. You have to figure that out for yourself, whether it sounds like you or whether it sounds like another person. So let's see how we can overcome the problem. Okay. You know what? Let me just lay out here before I explain this card. So we have, let me just move these down. I think we're going to do this and this and this, and then we'll go here, and that's how to overcome it. So death reversed, that's definitely a big energy. Whenever I see death, I think of letting go. I think especially of things that aren't serving you anymore. But when it's reversed like this, it's like you are going to have to force yourself to remove old, outdated ways of living or ways of life that are not serving you anymore. Perhaps it's this form of escapism, because it sounds like this form of escapism is really preventing you from actually like enjoying your life and actually seeing the good in your life and being happy. And you're gonna have to like have this mental death and like that sounds a lot scarier than it is, but it's just like really changing the way that you think, the way that you're perceiving life, and just having a new approach to it. I'm starting to see how this Jasmine card could be relating to things here, and maybe even this purple obsidian, where it's this escapism, this hypnosis, this like moving through life without actually, living your own experiences. Let's take a look at how to move forward. So that's whether you like actually decide that you want to deal with this problem and try to overcome it, or whether, you just want to know how to move forward and maybe you're not ready to deal with it and overcome it yet. So for you, that would be justice. So the first step on moving forward is understanding the cause and effect of things. Every action that you take has an effect on things, but justice is also about clarity of vision. And with this theme of escapism, this hypnosis, like this theme that we have going on here, you cannot have clear vision unless you let go of this like escapism that you're engaging in. And you want to make sure that you're righting wrongs, living your truth, getting rid of, I guess, like, I don't know. You want to take a look at your own behavior and making sure that you're acting according to your values and like your highest principles. Because justice is like, has that element of like law and order and things like that. So you want to make sure that you're actually living according to your values. So how to move forward, 3 things: understand the cause and effect of things, have clear vision, and make sure you're actually living up to your own morals and your own values. And that will be the best way for you to move forward. Okay. I hope that this reading resonated for you, and I wish you the best with this situation. Remember to take what resonates here and leave the rest. I hope that you'll join me again in a future video. You know, I do these weekly forecasts, so if you want to see what might be coming for you, you know, down the road next week or things like that, then feel free to check out those videos. Otherwise, leave a like and subscribe. I'm still a pretty new channel, so that really helps me out. Thank you for spending some time with me today, and I hope I'll see you again in a future video. Hello, welcome to reading number 2. You can see on the left the dragonfly charm, the howlite crystal. I know it's kind of hard to see against the white there, and like the lighting is kind of crazy, but anyways, it's there. I swear, here it is. And then your oracle card is the hummingbird, restlessness, agility, and stamina. I am curious to see how these themes play out, and I would like to know what like kind of drew you to this reading, and let me know in the comments. Also, I hope you have a specific problem in mind for this. I think that will be the most useful if you have an idea of a problem that you would like to take a look at and explore a little bit more. And remember to take what resonates and like leave the rest. So if I'm like saying a bunch of stuff and like giving a few different interpretations of a card, you just have to take the one that like you feel like applies to your situation and kind of like ignore. I should be shuffling while I'm saying this and ignore the other stuff because this is a collective reading. Anyways, let's get into it. We're taking a look first at the root of the problem. So remember, I know I said this in the introduction, but like when I say that, I mean that it's like, this is like truly what's happening underneath the surface. You might not even have noticed or acknowledged it, that this is like the root of this problem. But taking a look at it was definitely the first step to understanding this problem in depth. So for you, it's the 6 of air. So at the root of this, you may have gone through a lot in life already. Maybe you've been on a journey with this particular issue, trying to work through this issue. You might have already started working on it, but there are still challenges. There's still like, you're still in the middle of this journey, you know, you haven't ended it yet. And I think a part of this as well is your ability to give care to yourself. So how much self-care are you doing? How do you take care of yourself? Are you resting as much as you need to? Maybe you're overworked. Maybe you're giving too much of your resources to other people. Things like that. That's at the root here. Let's take a look at how it's manifesting in your life. So this could be a specific area in your life. This could be like events that this problem is impacting or maybe even like causing to occur. Let's take a look and see what we get here. Whoop, it fell on the floor. Okay, so for you, it's the warrior of earth. That's how it's manifesting in your life. Okay. Okay, I think for you, this could be an aspect of yourself that this issue is bringing out. Alternatively, this could be another person in your life. Think fire sign. And you're going to have to decide for yourself whether it's you, an aspect of yourself, or if it's another person in your life. So the warrior of fire is searching for meaning and searching for truth in like a world that can sometimes be very harsh and seem like trivial. Very idealist. So has a very strong idea of what things should look like and how things should play out. Maybe has some creative gifts. Maybe also a little naive. So like searching for meaning in like situations where sometimes there is none, trying to make sense out of the nonsensical, like that kind of stuff. But does have like a passion for things and wants to find truth and like wants to find meaning and stuff. So that's how this problem is manifesting in your life. I hope that that's making sense to you. So this is how you react to the problem. The Seven of Air tells me that the Seven of Air is all about leaving your comfort zone, trying to be brave and step out into the unknown, using your resources to try to figure out how to move forward, even though you have no idea what's going on or how to move forward. I think you embrace the challenge of it, and you're willing to explore and you're willing to learn, but you approach things with a dedication to solving this problem, even though it's making you uncomfortable and you're I don't know what's going on. You can see the character is leaving her home and things do not look pleasant outside. So I don't think you're one to shy away from things, if that makes sense. Let's take a look at something you need to acknowledge about the problem. So this could be something that you already know about and are aware of, but maybe you're not giving enough credit to. Alternatively, this could be something that you have no idea that's happening in the problem. And with it, since it's a court card, you have the King of Fire reversed. This could again be aspects of yourself, or this could be another person in your life that's at play with this problem here. The King of Fire is predatory, is selfish, someone who's very charismatic, but uses their gifts of charisma to do not so good things and manipulates people and just doesn't really have much care or love for other people in their life. So this problem could be bringing out, this parts of yourself along with this part of yourself. But these two people, if it's other people, this could be causing these two people to have a little too much influence or control in your life. This is how to overcome the problem. And you have the Eight of Water, which is an interesting contrast to those heavy fire energy type court cards. So for you to overcome this problem, it's time to move into uncertainty, embrace the unknown. It's both of these cards are about being on a journey actually and engaging in maybe even in some form of physical travel, but this card is more so you're gonna have to walk into the unknown spiritually as well and embrace a new situation that might involve real risk, and it might involve a lot of involvement from you. I know that's I repeated that word involved, but it might involve a lot of involvement from you, and it might involve risk, but it's something that you should embark on, and you might have to withdraw from whatever situation you're in right now in order to focus on yourself and focus on this new journey. Don't be afraid of failure. Trust in yourself. That's how you can overcome this problem. So let's take a look at how to move forward. So if you're not ready to overcome the problem yet, you might just be looking at how to move forward. So that could be one way that you could interpret this card. Alternatively, if you're ready to overcome this problem and engage in this work, then this could be the next step after that. How to move forward from this problem. So let's see what we get here. Okay. Page of Air. So again, this could be you. This could be another person in your life. I think if this is another person, this could be someone that might help you move forward and someone that you can maybe lean on to help you move forward. Alternatively, these might be aspects of yourself that you can use and employ here to help you move forward. So having a very clear vision of life, what you want to do next. And don't be afraid to express it to other people, communicate with other people, even if it makes you feel a little insecure or nervous to tell other people. Do it anyways. Have courage, endure, and really communicate with the people around you. That is the best way to move forward. Okay. I hope that this reading resonated for you. I can see how, this stamina is at play here because from this hummingbird card, because you're really not afraid to go into the unknown and work on things. And this is saying that you're kind of in the middle of this journey. You just have to keep pushing. So I could see how maybe they relate. Let me know in the comments if this resonated for you. And if you have a clarifying question, you can also leave it in the comments. I can always do like a single card pull for you and like leave the answer in a reply to your comment. So let me know, and leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm like a relatively new channel, and that would really help me out. Otherwise, thank you for spending some time with me today, and I hope I see you again in a future video. Hey guys, welcome to reading number 3. You can see the smoky quartz on the left, the friend charm with the heart and the wings, and then your card is the gardener, care, stewardship, and reciprocity. I hope you had like a problem in mind before you selected your reading and before you came here, because having a specific problem in mind is definitely going to make this reading the most useful. Remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. So I might offer a few different interpretations of the card, especially if there's like a court card. I might be like, this could be you or this could be another person. So you're just going to have to take the interpretation that applies to your, I should be shuffling, applies to your life and your situation, and it's okay to just ignore the rest of it. So let's get into it. We're taking a look at problem solving. The first card is the root of the problem. So this could be, I guess you might be aware of this, you might not be. It's definitely under the surface, and this is like truly where the problem is stemming from. And for you, it's the 8 of Fire, which is kind of interesting. So you might be at the start of like a new journey in some aspect of your life. There might be a lot of excitement about it, and you might just be moving too quickly. So that really fast pace, that quick movement, you might be like really confident about it and really optimistic and have a lot of anticipation, but it's going a little bit too fast, and you need to take a little bit of a step back and see, is what I'm doing worthwhile? That's the root of the problem there for you. I think just the momentum. You're like trying to do things too quickly, and I get it's because you're excited about it and looking forward to it, but yeah. Let's take a look at how it's manifesting in your life. So this could be traits that it's bringing out in you. It could be situations that you end up in. It could be, you know, how it's affecting your relationships with other people in your life. Could be any of that. Let's take a look and see what we get. Ooh, how it's manifesting. Okay, so the Fool is interesting. So definitely the start of a new journey here, and that's now been reinforced in both of these cards. So I think that it's manifesting in how, in the first step that you're going to take on this journey, what's your approach going to be? You know, are you understanding the true consequences of your actions? Because the Fool just jumps into things and doesn't really think a lot about it. So if that sounds like you, again, with this card, you might want to take a step back and slow down a little bit and try to think things through a little bit more. It like this might be manifesting in like this risk-taking behavior. Okay, let's take a look at how you react to the problem. So like when things related to this issue pop up, you know, how does it affect you? How do you react to it? And you have the 3 of Air. So I do think that it makes you question things. Like you react in a way where it's like, okay, am I going to follow my head or follow my heart here? You start to question your decision making a little bit, and you take a closer look at like what you should do, and you maybe feel very conflicted and very confused as a result. Like you don't really know. It puts you into like a freeze. Like you don't want to acknowledge it because it might make you freeze up, and you're like, okay, if I actually have to look at what's going on in my head and my heart, then that kind of paralyzes me, and so maybe I don't want to do it. I don't want to look at it because it hurts. Let's take a look at something you need to acknowledge about the problem. So this could be something that you're already aware of, but maybe you're not giving enough credit to, or it could be something that you just haven't even thought about yet that needs to be brought to your attention. So 6 of Fire, interesting. So the 6 of Fire is about, to me, it's all about manifestation. Getting what you want, feeling victorious, things working out well for you, feeling triumphant and successful. So I think you need to acknowledge, like, the success that you're craving or wanting from this, the achievement that you want, and understanding, like, what is it that you're manifesting here? What is it that you want to manifest? What exactly do you want it to look like? And like, what might it actually be like to get what you want? What is it actually going to be like when things work out the way that you've been hoping or manifesting them to? Like, you know, think critically about that, and like think realistically, like, okay, if I get what I want, what is that actually going to look like in my life? That might give you a new perspective on things. So let's take a look at how to overcome the problem. It's okay if you're not ready for this part yet. And that's why I'm also pulling a card to say how to move forward. Like, it's okay if you're not ready to actually deal with the problem and overcome it yet. We are going to get like that move forward card as well. But if you are ready, kudos. Let's see what you can do to overcome. Oop. Interesting. From the 6 of fire to the 7 of fire, but it's reversed. So the 7 of fire, honestly, it's kind of funny. It's about having a loss of nerve. So to overcome this problem, it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to stop fighting and I'm going to let go, or I'm going to stop working so hard and I'm going to let go, or I'm going to stop doing as much as I'm doing and I'm going to let go. And, you know, take a step back a little bit and see what happens. Like, let yourself kind of stop, I guess. I don't know if that's resonating for you. I'm having a difficult time with that personally, but I'm hoping it makes sense to you. So let's take a look at how to move forward. And this can be like, this could be what you do instead if you're not really ready to overcome it yet. That's okay. This is how you can just take the next step. Alternatively, this could be, okay, I've worked on it. I think I've overcome this problem. Now what? So you can interpret the card, you know, whichever way is sounding right for you, where you are right now in your situation. It's interesting that it's reversed. So the Ace of Air reversed is about refusing to see the solution to a problem. So, you know, feeling trapped, but it's because you're not seeing the way forward. It's right in front of you. You know, you have to gain some perspective on the situation. So I think that is probably the best way for you to move forward, is to just step away from it. It's kind of very close to what this is saying, but it's not quite the same. This is like let go and let God kind of energy. This is more just like, okay, take a step back, try to look at the bigger picture, try to see the perspective of things, and the solution will come to you. Because it is right in front of you, you just can't see it right now because, you know, your own inflexibility, your own stubbornness might be holding you back here. Not to roast you or anything like that, but like, we all deal with these types of things. But, you know, you want that, you're going to need that additional perspective. So take a step away from things, try to see the bigger picture, and that's the best way for you to move forward here. Okay, I hope the reading resonated and I hope it helped you. I wish you the best with all of this. If you have a clarifying question, feel free to put it in the comments, because I can just pull an extra card for you when I read your comment, and then I'll just leave the answer for you in the comments. So don't be afraid if you're like, okay, well, what did you mean by that? Put it in the comments and I will get back to you. Otherwise, thank you for spending some time with me today. I really do wish you the best, and I hope I'll see you again in a future video. Hey guys, welcome to reading number 4. You can see on the left we have the Labradorite, the bee charm with the moon phases on it, and your oracle card is Lotus, divinity, immortality, overcoming. Very appropriate for looking at a problem-solving spread, but let me know what brought you here in the comments. I do love to hear about that. I should be shuffling. So I hope you had a problem in mind before you selected this reading, because having a specific problem will definitely make this the most useful. So remember to take what resonates as well and leave the rest. I might offer like a few interpretations of the cards, and you just have to take the one that you feel like is applying to your situation, and you can absolutely ignore the rest of it, because this is a collective reading. So some things are meant for you to hear and other things might be meant for somebody else, and that's totally fine. So the first card is the root of the problem. So this is truly what's at the core of the issue, you might not know about this, or you might already understand it, but this will give us some additional clarity about what the issue is here. And in your case, you have the 9 of Earth reversed. So at the root of this issue is truly an over concern with like material well-being, being very worried about money, resources, finances, to the point where you're ignoring other aspects of life, your spiritual life, your emotional life, and very focused on the material and the physical. It's like closing you off to other parts of your life. Let's take a look at how it's manifesting, how this issue, separate from this, right? How the problem in general is manifesting in your life. So this could be like situations it's put you in, how it's affecting you emotionally, how it's like affecting your relationships. In your case, you have another earth sign. You have the 2 of Earth. So the way that it's manifesting in your life is through, I guess, like uncertainties, feeling pressure about certain choices that you're making, and wondering whether you should take a certain path or embrace the unknown. And like things just might feel kind of confusing. Like you can see that this person is trying to like juggle a lot of things, and there's a lot of energy happening within their hands, and it might be hard to control. So that's how it's manifesting in your life. It might feel kind of chaotic. It might make you feel uncertain. You're like, okay, I don't know what the right thing to do is here. And it might, you're juggling a lot of stuff. So this is how you react to the problem. So when issues related to this problem arise in your life, this is how you react. You clamp down on your emotions. I think you try your best to shut out your emotions and not feel your emotions, and that is definitely reflected in this card as well, because you're there's too much of a focus on like the physical and the material. You are unable to make choices because things are so frightening and so scary, and there's like a deeper wound here that you maybe are not realizing. This is the Lovers reversed, by the way. In this deck, that those are all the things that a reversal of that card means. Let's take a look at how something that you should acknowledge about the problem. So this could be something that you're already aware of, but you're maybe don't have a full understanding of, or you're not giving enough credit to. But this could also be something that you had no idea was going on. Let's see what we get. Okay. Page of Water reversed. So this could be aspects of yourself that you might need to acknowledge, or this could be another person. So think water sign, a person in your life that this problem might be affecting. But there's a fear of vulnerability, a fear of failure, a fear of failure, and it's causing you to withdraw from other people, withdraw from your relationships, which, this card definitely represents, because, this is about shutting off emotionally, pushing people out. And it's like, you're blocking yourself from things. And there might be like some hidden anger, some denial, there's confusion. Like, this is like, acknowledging the way these parts of yourself, the way this problem is making you feel. So I have a hair stuck on the cards. Let's take a look at how you can overcome the problem. It's okay if you're not ready to overcome or engage in that work yet. This is just to get you to start thinking about it. But if you are ready, that's amazing and awesome, and you can start taking this step. But just in case you're not, that's why I had the 6th card, which is how to move forward. But I'll talk more about that when we get there. So let's take a look at how you can overcome this problem. Interesting. Ace of Water. You need to open yourself up to emotion and new relationships, and acknowledging that there's a lot of potential and promise in relationships with other people, and really feeling your feelings and emotions. Explore those feelings and emotions, express them safely. Don't block them off and repress it to the point where you feel like you're acting out. connect with your emotions. This is about, regeneration and growth and healing, exploring your feelings, connecting with other people. That's definitely how you can overcome this. Let's take a look at how to move forward. So if you're ready to overcome and start doing this work, this can be the step that you take after. But if you're not ready to do this work, this is a step that you can still take in order to move forward from this. Let's see what we get here. Okay. The sun. Okay. The sun. The sun is all about truth and growth and positivity. And so I think for you, the best way to move forward is through illuminating the darker parts of yourself, focusing on love, having true love for yourself, self-love. Let the good things in, let the emotions in. It can be painful to once you let yourself start feeling your feelings, you don't just feel the good, you feel the bad as well. And that can be scary, but it's worth it feeling the bad. It's worth it because you get to feel the good as well. So start this transformation, start this growth process. Make sure you have a clear vision of things, right? The sun is illuminating, bringing the truth. You want to have a clear vision and engage this transformation and acknowledge a transformation that's happened. If you have changed and if you have grown, acknowledge that. That's a good first place to start. Okay, I hope the reading resonated for you. If you have a clarifying question, feel free to pop it into the comments because I can just do a single card pull when I read your comment, and then I'll just reply to you and let you know what the answer is. So if you have a clarifying question, don't be afraid of that. Put it in the comments and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, I hope that the reading resonated. I really wish you the best. I also do weekly forecast readings, so if you're curious about what the energies are in store for next week, then you can check that out. Otherwise, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm a new channel, so that really helps me out, and thank you for spending some time with me today. I hope I'll see you again in a future video.